Thank you so much, and good morning, good afternoon, everyone, wherever you are. My name is Martin Oloo. Actually, in Kenya, they call me Martin Oloo. So I'm glad to be here today. I don't know if am I able to share my screen? Okay. Yes, so I'm just going to start straight away. Of course, as I said, I'm Martin Oloo from Fablab Winam. I'm also a co-founder of M-Safari. I'll talk a little bit about M-Safari. Also co-founded what we call Lake Basin Innovation Investment Week, which is an innovation week which comes once every year. I'm also a treasurer of Association of Countrywide Innovation Hubs. These are association of hubs which are away from the capital city, because we realize that the capital city is where every investor, everyone thinking about innovation is looking at. So why not those who are away from the capital city to come together? And also currently I am a fellow student at Fablan, which is bringing together different makers to learn and share. Now, straight away, I will go to about us. Now, Fablab is a social enterprise, open access laboratory that works together, which brings people together to work and learn from each other. And they work with available customized tools and machines to help in easy replication. Just like any other makerspace and Fab Labs, we have typical digital fabrication tools like the laser cutter, vinyl cutter, CNC machine, 3D printer, among others, to help in solving the problem in making. Now, our vision is community empowerment through innovation and local manufacturing. So we are so much focused in how we can help in spurring the local manufacturing. And a mission of to provide prototyping space to nurture innovation and entrepreneurship. So what we do, we have various things that we do. So we have the machine services. So we encourage people to come to use the machines which we have. So because at times some people might be having somebody might be having something to work on, but they lack access to the machine. So that is one of the things that we do. So we give chance for people to use our machines, which include the CNC, laser cutter, vinyl cutter, 3D printer, and PCB milling machine. We also, we also do a number of consultancies, which include the computer-aided design, branding, mechanical structure and design fabrication, product development, technical equipment troubleshooting, machine setup, co-workshop, machine hiring, among others. We also do trainings, which include the Fab Academy. The Fab Academy is trained from the MIT US, but then the students sit in various Fab Labs around the world. So we are also one of the Fab Labs which have been offering this training. We also do a number of customized trainings depending on the needs. We also do the Fab Kids. The Fab Kids is basically, it's more focused on children, where we encourage children makers to learn and make things. And under this, we also collaborate with other partners. For example, we partner with the Fablab, which is majorly in the Latin America, where we work on Global Kids Day. Every year, we can bring all kids together to work on a common workshop together, and that encourages kids from different parts of the world to see that they also have same potentials. Another thing that we do, of course, other programs include the Lake Basin Innovation Week, which we do annually. We do the Global Kids Day. We also run Kenyan Makerspaces workshops, of which we started for this year. We started today. So the three makerspaces came together and we built a curriculum, and we are able to train people across Kenya, but then they have to visit the Fab Labs on weekly basis to work on their practicals. We also do the hackathons and the PPEs production. During when Corona came up, we as Fablab Winam participated greatly in coming up with some of the solutions in PPEs. So we are currently producing some. Lastly, we are also the guys who founded the M Safari. M Safari is basically the contact tracing application, which we came up with innovation to help in contact tracing during Corona. So currently, it is used in public vehicles where people can register themselves to be easily traced. And then the government asked if we can also add the cashless payment in it. So it helps in reducing the exchange of money through hand. So coming to sustainable development project, I will still just dive deeply into what Fablab does and why I consider that as a sustainable project. Now, Africa in general and Kenya specifically has very high number of youths who are jobless. Actually, Uganda being our neighbor is having actually the second youngest country in the world. So they have over 70% are youth. And same as Kenya, the number is really high and they are jobless. Sadly, most of them had gone to school because there had been a pressure that you have to get your degree and you'll be able to get a job. And right now, everyone has degree, but they don't have the jobs now. So apart from that, Kenya, or again, like any other African countries, have been greatest consumers for a very long time. And what does that mean? They have been consuming things which are imported. And if they are doing that, it means that it's only the traders along the line who are able to benefit. And the production is minimal. So when I was doing my research, I found out that Kenya has been producing over 50,000 engineers annually. But how many of them are employed? Probably just a handful. If we are trying to look at that, I came up with a number of questions. What could be the challenges? Could it be because of the government policies? Or is it non-practical education? Or is it because of lack of resources? I have been looking into the issues of non-practical education. And if you look at Kenya, a lot of young people have a lot of knowledge, but they are not courageous enough to try out things. They are not courageous enough to dive into practicals. And I think this is because even the learning institutions are not giving enough time for the practical part of it. So many times young people have knowledge, but they cannot practice. And I guess this can be one of the major contributors into why we have so many people who are very good, they are very skilled, but we cannot produce even a needle locally. Kenya has been importing quite a number of things, including toothpick. And this is really eating on them. What would happen if we would be increasing number of producers locally? Now, if you look at the SDGs, number 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10, 12, and 17, it all talks about the challenges that we are talking about today. And this is why Fablab was basically established. Fablab is trying to sit in between the gap where the school learned skills and life experience can actually, can I call it the market demand for jobs is, we are trying to give a chance to people to practice what they've learned in school. And that is one of the major things which has been lacking. So what are the innovative ways that we are trying to use? I'll start with the far right. We are providing space for digital, for prototyping. And this is where people are able to use digital fabrication tools, of course, plus other traditional tools to bring their ideas to life. This gives the potential investors a chance to greatly understand the innovation that people are coming up with and having more confidence in putting their money, because at least there is a working prototype. We are also running a number of trainings because we realize that a lot of people get out of college, but they are still lacking the practical part of it. So we give a chance on hands-on skills training, and this empowers a number of youths now and gives them courage to try out their ideas. We leverage on the partnership that we have because of the number of groups we belong to, including the global networks. We are leveraging that, and we are encouraging a lot of young people to use that into issues like collaborative designing and all that. And that is able to help us attain sustainability. Finally, we are also focusing more into kids. You realize that a lot of, like I said earlier, a lot of young people who have graduated from school, they went through the school hoping that after graduation, then they will get a job, and that is not there. And here we are now starting to make kids at the lowest level to start learning how to make things, so that even when they will be reaching high level of education, they will be knowing what careers they are going for, and they will be having the culture of making. This hopefully will encourage more people to engage into cottage industry rather than waiting for the white collar jobs. Now, still digging into that, we have a number of points here. Promotion of local manufacturing by supporting prototyping. I think I've said that up there. Conducting trainings, e.g. Fab Academy, and customized trainings. We have machine accessibility and hiring. Of course, when somebody needs to produce something, now they can easily access the machine and use it for production. Of course, plus technical skills, technical support from our engineers. We are also coming up with ways of rebranding some of the courses. For example, lately, a number of TVET institutions have been recording very low number of people looking for courses in woodwork. And so when we repackage it, for example, right now, what we have, we call it digital carpentry. And when somebody think of digital carpentry, and they know that now there is involvement of computer, and this is what most young people like. So this encourages them now to work on woodwork, but with involvement of computer. And this will finally help us to get more technicians, because currently there is a number of technicians. Actually, I can say there's a decline in number of technicians, which I call somewhere as fundis, because people tend to go for other courses and leaving the technical courses, while in every home, these are the products that we have. Now, we also do a number of collaborative programs like the LBIW, the Kenyan Makerspaces workshops, the partnership with regional and global organizations in common programs like AfriLabs. Recently, we did another program, accelerator program with AfriLabs, which was focusing on the producers of PPEs. African Makerspaces gathering, the Africa OSH, Fablab Kids, among others. So these kind of approaches really help us into looking at the sustainability of what work we are doing, because the reason why we exist is not because of today, but for continuity. What impact? I can say that so far so good. We have realized a number of impact. There is a high level, the acceptance of desktop manufacturing is increasing, and this was evident during when Corona broke in, and everyone was in a panic. Everyone wanted to produce something to offer solution. Then the 3D printing, the laser cutting, vinyl cut came in handy, and they were able to bring in solutions. And right now, people are starting to think of them as a real manufacturing means, as opposed to, as previously was seen, as just tools for trying out things. Now, they are also receptive by the parents, and I can see a number of parents are now allowing their kids to come to the Fab Lab and do things. Remember, I think this one came from my blog recently. There are a number of parents who moved away from allowing kids to play with the toys, to make their own toys and play with them. And then parents decided to start buying the toys which are generic, which have been made elsewhere. And this, I believe, is one of the things which really killed the inborn maker knowledge that we had. Because when I was growing up, we used to make things by ourselves. We used to think of what can make us happy, and we could build it ourselves. But growing up, now kids now are going to the supermarkets to get their toys. So once the toy is broken down, they can't figure out how it was made. The next thing is a new one should be bought. So right now, I can see a number of parents are now allowing kids to come. And to us, that is a good impact of what we are doing.